What's up, YouTube? It's EricALionsFan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today we've got a beer from the Bruery. These guys are out of California. I don't know where out of California. Let's see where these guys are out of. I believe it says somewhere on here. Probably on the front. These guys, I know they're out of California. Orange County, California. This is called the Mélange, number 14. Guys, this is a blended beer according to what the what the website says. This is a blend of a barley wine, old ale, and an imperial stout. This beer comes in at 13.4% alcohol by volume, so I think I'll be having my buzz going on with this beer. It says right on here it's 85% ale aged in bourbon barrels and 15% imperial stout. So kind of right around there. They kind of configure it like a barley wine, old ale, imperial stout blend. So I think this is kind of a blended beer. I very well could be wrong, but that's how I kind of look at it as. Right here on the front it says, this fusion puts a spotlight on the art of the blend of bourbon barrel aged beer with a rich complex notes and the signature kiss of oak. So we're supposed to be getting some oak flavors in here along with the barley wine and along with the imperial stout. Probably some chocolate notes and all that sort of stuff in here. And then it says here on the back, our Mélange series is a chance to roll out the barrels, roll up our sleeves, and explore flavors that cannot be achieved outside of the art of the blend or by any one beer. French for blend, the Mélange. This Mélange fuses the mature character of some of our most vintage barrels of barley wine and old ale with the dark depth of our Tuesday themed releases. Now guys, I haven't had any of their Tuesday themed releases. I'm guessing that's probably a part of their stout series that they have. I hope to enjoy some more of these style of beers. Beer Advocate gives us a 90. The bros have not reviewed it yet. I did go to Rate Beer, and they have it at the world-class scores, guys. I think, but along with Rate Beer, guys, I'm not going to be doing any more of their stuff. This is probably the last time I'm going to bring it up about beer. Rate Beer, because I think the styles that they have, they like certain styles, and then other styles they kind of just trash and they rag on. So, guys, this is meant to be done at 55 degrees Fahrenheit. I just got out of the refrigerator. It's been sitting here for probably about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm already starting to get condensation. This is the most expensive beer that I've had. This is $25.99, so I paid $26 for this beer, coming all the way over from California. This is I believe this is if it's not 650, it's a 750 milliliter bottle. I'm going to check on here. I'm sure it says on here somewhere, but I'm not looking at it right now, but I'm guessing it's probably a 650 milliliter bottle, but I'll look at it closer here as we go. It does have the vintage on here. This is the 2016 vintage of this beer. It's not retired just yet. I think they're starting to maybe get some of the last beers out here, guys. So without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and crack this top and see what we got while I'm doing this. I've seen no videos for this on YouTube, so apparently this is the first review of this beer from an amateur like myself. But let's crack this top open, guys. Ooh, goodness Lord. Oh, it's I thought it was a twist bottle, but this is you're going to have to get your bottle opener for this one. And the wrapping on here is a little bit deceiving too. So let's go ahead and crack it open. Ooh, a little bit of hiss. Ooh. There we go. Ooh, come on. I'm not really into saving caps, so I'm not real concerned about saving the cap. All right, there we go. There's the cap, guys. If you guys are interested in that sort of thing, I'll bring it up here real quick. There we go. All right. All right, guys, I got it peeled away back here. Let's go ahead and give it an aggressive pour like I always do. I'm interested to see what this beer brings. You guys might hear some thunderstorms going on. I got a little thunderstorm passing through. All right, looks like there might be some gunk in here, guys. All right, guys, the presentation to me is a off-white, kind of bone-colored, kind of off-white head, eggshell white head. Small, medium, large bowls on the side. Ooh, I'm already getting some whiffs of the barley wine. Small on the side here, guys. Small to starting to get into the medium. As I hold it up to the light, it looks like a very, very dirty, like a dark ale to me. Not quite to the black category. I'm getting some brown on the shorter sides of the glass. As I go up to the top, I'm now starting to get a dark. It looks like a very dark kind of a barley wine or an old ale to me. But as you guys can see here, I don't know if you guys are getting it here much. But to me, from your guys' perspective, it may look like a stout. But to me, even though it is made with stout, blended with stout in here, it kind of looks like a, I'm going to say like a dark old ale. Like you put together a stout of some sort, and the one that brings to bell, which has been very recent that I've done, is the 2016 Vintage Ale by Fuller's. That's what it kind of looks like, a dark style of old ale. So which this is pretty much is. I mean, you're putting a barley wine old ale and you're mixing it with imperial stout. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and see what this brings, guys. Let's get a nose on it. Let's see what we got. Ooh, right away I'm getting some barley wine notes. Big alcohol presence. Of course, with a 13.4% beer, it's going to be kind of hard to suppress. I am getting maybe some of the dark roasted malts in here where they blended it. Ooh yeah. Getting some chocolate. You are getting the barley wine. That's the big thing. The barley wine's big, and down they're kind of pressed down are kind of the roasted malts and the chocolate. You are getting alcohol presence on the nose. Like I said, with 13.4%, it's going to be hard to press down. So I'm not surprised at all. Maybe some caramel. Man, this is good, guys. I'm actually really wanting to really dig into this beer here. Let's top this off here real quick, and we'll go ahead and throw it down the gullet. Looks like it maybe needs to be shaken up here, but I'm going to do that right at the last one here, guys. All right, guys. Now that the head's settled down here, it's very soapy, and I'm only getting small bubbles now, guys. All right, guys, let's throw it down the gullet. Let's see what this gets. Let's see if it's good as a 90s beer advocate says. Bottoms up, guys. Cheers. Here we go. Interesting. And I'm saying that as a good thing, not as a bad thing. Okay, right away I'm getting alcohol on the back end. On the front end, I'm getting barley wine notes. Think of the thing that comes to me at first is the Bigfoot, a barley wine by Sierra Nevada. That's kind of the only really barley wine that I've had that I get those kind of notes. Sweetness a little bit. That's probably coming from the barley wine. Caramel. I am getting some of the roasted malts where they blended it with the stout. Man, I'm getting alcohol burn as I'm coming down. It's starting to warm my stomach. A little sweet. But just the hair being sweet. There's no real bitterness on here. I don't know what the bitterness units are on here. My guess would probably be 30 tops. 30, 35 tops. I wouldn't say much more than that. You're getting some alcohol presence, alcohol burn, and carbonation burn with this. I'm digging this one, guys. I gotta say, I am digging this quite a bit. I think I'm gonna have my buzz going on by the time I'm done here, but thank God it's a Saturday. I'm just, like I said, when I'm done, I'm just gonna go right up to bed here. It is 9:30 at night. Like I said, I got a little thunderstorm passing through. You guys might hear maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder here on the phone. But guys, let's go ahead and get this warmed up. It's supposed to be at 55 degrees, so maybe some better flavors will start coming out with it. I'll probably be past that because I got a big bottle here. I'm going to look for a bottle on date, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's got a vintage on it. That's enough for me, but I'm kind of wondering if there's a bottle on date on here. But guys, I'm really digging this one. But let's go ahead and I'll be right back, and hopefully I'm going to be about 45 minutes. That should be, let's see, it's about 9:30 now. Let's go to 10:15. I hope that when I come back it'll be 10:15, but we'll see how it is. Guys, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. A pretty good blend of a barley wine and a imperial stout right here. I'm getting a lot of chocolate notes, a lot of barley wine notes, more than it is a chocolate. Let me retract that. I'm getting more of the barley wine old ale notes. I'm getting a little bit of the roasted malts, a little bit of the chocolate. Guys, it's just a really good beer. I gotta admit, I am very, very impressed with this beer. With the Bruery out of Orange County, California. I believe it is brewed and bottled by the Bruery out of Placenta, California. Excuse me, I believe this is where this is at Placenta, California. Sorry, I thought it was set at Orange County. As you can tell, I'm probably a little bit buzzed. I got my buzz going on, especially at 13.4%. I got my buzz going on. I've been trying to think about what kind of rating I'm going to give this beer. And I don't think it's quite to the A category or the world class category, only for the price, because the price I paid for this was $25.99, which is $26 plus tax and deposit. I think that's a little bit too much. With that being said, I'm going to give it about a 92, A minus. I think it's better than a 90. I think it's better than a 91. I think a 92 is probably good. You guys if you guys can get it cheaper than this, it would probably be in the A category or even in the world class category. But being that it's from California and it's shipped all the way over here to Michigan and being at $26 a bottle, I just can't give it an A. I can't give it that score. It's just too expensive for what it is. I just wish I could get it for a little bit less than this. If it was $20 or even at the $17.99 level, it would probably get an A, high A, maybe even low world class to me. But at $26, I can't give it an A. I got to give it an A minus. A 92 is probably the highest of probably what I would give it. So an A minus for this. It's a damn good beer. Don't get me wrong. It's damn good. The price point is what's keeping it down to the A level, maybe possibly even to the B plus level, depending on who you're talking to. So, guys, let's go ahead and finish this up here. I got a little bit left here in my glass. Cheers, guys. Let's go ahead and finish this off. Barley wine notes, old ale notes, with a little bit of splash of Imperial Stout, and you get that roasted malts and the chocolate. And maybe a little bit of coffee or toffee in with that. It's just a great, great beer. Yeah, just my only thing here, guys, with this, I'm going to put it for the love of beer. In my Samuel Adams glass, just the price point is what's keeping this beer from a world-class score. I just wish it was a little bit less money, that's all it was. But I had the funds to get it, so I thought I would get it, guys. If you've had the Bruery, the Mélange number 14 out of the Bruery, out of, where did I say this is out of again? I'm sorry, I'm kind of buzzed here. Which I'm just going to go right up the stairs and go to bed. I believe it says Placenta, California. Guys, what do you guys give this beer? Do you guys give it an A, B, C, D, or F? I give this a 92 and A minus. I believe it is right for the price point. I believe $26 for this beer, which I paid here in Michigan, in Lansing, Michigan, is a little bit too much. It's a little bit too high. It's one of the highest beers I've ever paid for. It's just too expensive. It's just too expensive. I don't know if they're putting a premium on the beer or what it is. But if it was at the $20 level or even the sub $20 level, it may get an A or even a low world class score. Or maybe even a 99, but a 92 for a $26 beer plus tax and deposit, I really can't go any higher than that. And that's probably, a 92 is probably pretty generous at that. It probably should get a B plus, but I'm giving it a 92 because I like that little splash of Imperial Stout that they put in this beer. But it's good at 13.4%. I've got that warming feeling going on. I got the warming feeling in my stomach. I'm pretty mellow right now. I've had it for it's been an hour. It's quarter to 11 right now. So it's a little bit longer than what I want to do the video for. But guys, it's a great beer, excuse me. But I'm going to go ahead and end the night, go upstairs, sleep off my buzz. But if you guys have had this beer at the brewery or at a bar that may have it at 13.4%, you have one or two beers, you're going to be pretty buzzed. Like this here is, I didn't see what the milliliters is on this. I got to imagine it's 650, if not 750 milliliters. I got 2 beers out of it. And guys, I'm pretty buzzed. So if you guys have had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. Like myself, I would, if I was at the brew pub at California and I was driving, I would say, hey, I gotta get a cab, an Uber, a Lyft, call somebody to come get me. It's just stupid to try to drive drunk because you're gonna get pulled over, you're gonna do the sobriety test, then you're gonna throw in the back of a cop car, then you're going to jail, then you got court fees, and then you got possible prison time. And guys, if you hit or kill somebody, you're going to be in the slammer for quite a while. And if you kill yourself, you're going to be 6 feet under, and all you've done is hurt your friends and your family. So, like I said, sleep off your buzz, get a taxi, Uber, Lyft, call somebody, and go with your car the next day, okay? And as always, guys, I hope you guys enjoy your video, and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces.